things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer alongside. And the Utes will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense takes the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Got his man out of the backfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking for room, it's Joyner. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Finds his man. It's Douglas. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year. That has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that last year was a very big disappointment with expectations for this squad to end up like they did. A lot of time to stew on it. The whole offseason, Palmer, you better be irritated, and they better come out with some momentum to start Big 12 play.
I think what was so frustrating about this team last year was that on paper, they looked like a team that could compete for the Big 12 championship, but it just didn't show up each and every week. This year, again, these guys look good from a height standpoint, a weight standpoint, a speed standpoint, but they've got to make plays, and it's got to start here today.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Utah Utes offense has the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Right on the money. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. To the air, it's Dampier. Caught. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Rides the back on the option to give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Utes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Looking to throw again. Oh, it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, it's third and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. It's a draw. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Unleashes one deep. Wheels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Yeah, and the pass passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. To the air, it's Dampier. Now improvising. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric one has him set up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Hauls it in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll try to power it in. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's third and goal. Let's it fly! Touchdown, Utah! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Buffalo was able to cap off a close one inside UB Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Morton. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Oh, they're after him! No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Second down coming up.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Snowed under by the defense. And the Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Got his man quickly.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Red Raiders come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. Got enough for the first and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try the run. Spins away from the defense. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. So we open the final period with a third down play. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Utes are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs two more on fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Dead center perfect. That puts them on top here in the fourth.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter and take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Virgil. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Fires and picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on third down. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They boot it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Got his man on the outside. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
And I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating